Stoke Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Florida State Seminoles. We stay to stay with them again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Tommy Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame. He told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. Motion from the wideout. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Turning it on! He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try the right side. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Left side is Carter. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Making the adjustment. Press center downs going to the air. Rush is on. He's sacked. This defense all over it. And the Seminoles are in the hurry up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense putting points on the board.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Drops back on first down. Lucky to get it off.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, the tight end shows out his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Looking to throw again. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Second down, going to throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. Third down. Quarterback changing the play.
Return. Hydro. Bubba. Flash. Ready to go.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Out wide right, it's Boggs. And he'll haul it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Extra point here would tie the game.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns goes on the Jets and he's gone.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And man, you gotta like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not gonna always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Moving the pocket, it's Croman Hope. Fires quickly. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. As we take a look at the stats, we've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
The Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Red Evan on the RPO. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Right side, it's Phillips. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Gonna look downfield again. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Rides to the back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. And the Noles are facing 3rd and inches. Turns into the pile. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Turns out it's Lopez. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fights off a defender. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Offense gets set for second down. Defense might bring the house here. Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Blasted as he lets it go. Had to force that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Keeps it, looking for the edge. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Second and long here. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Handoff. Fluff Bothwell. He's got the first down. There he goes to the right. The tap. Into the house. Touchdown Bulldogs. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's changing the play. Motion from the wide receiver. Play action on first down. Unloads it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, goes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Deep in the end zone, it's Phillips. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to pass. It's Coleman Hope. Back's got it on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Misfire. The ride. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5. Now we get a timeout taken by the Georgia sends out the punt team. Looks it in. He's got great speed. And there he goes. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Slings it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights. Good. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. From the gun, it's Singleton. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 7 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Gamecocks able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Brown. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Here's the give to Bothwell. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Like second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff, left Bothwell. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Going to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's a give to Bothwell. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Finds his man. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They were all over it.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Handoff to the single running back. Lined up, got enough space, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Motion from the back. Got an alley. There he goes. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
In busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Caught on the RPO. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Got a little grass. Past the 40. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Seminoles. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. From deep, it's Phillips. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover.
He's going to fire deep. Goes high to pull it in. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Dogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air. It's Coleman Hope. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through the progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Looking for room, it's Singleton. He breaks a tackle, and he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Bush is ahead. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Trying to use the speed on the jet sweep. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The running back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. With the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. And they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Looking for space. It's Singleton. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down.
14.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by...
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Turning it on! He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Florida State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save. Makes the grab in their space. Inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hits the hole. It's Singleton. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, he's got some space. Runs through a tackle. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lopez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Check, check. Check 692, rubber check. Check, check, check. 89-19 verbal. 89-19 verbal.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers. It's 2nd and 13. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. They get to him as he throws. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to... Put away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, ready.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking deep. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he's just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get them in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here.
Blue 22, blue 22. Hey, check it. 492, waggle. 492, waggle. Where did he go?
Running the red zone. It's Martin. Touchdown, Florida State. They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. Listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead and do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The handoff, it's Temple. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called by the Bulldogs as their first. They'll get together and decide how to play this 2nd down. On 1st down and 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Coleman Hope. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Brings him to the open. He takes it in. Touchdown, no. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Snap of this drive comes from the 32. Press center downs going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
And you just got to know the situation in the game. Obviously, after that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge game in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Release to the back. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Coleman Hope. Looking left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
Second and long here. He's looking to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made it run out of bounds.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. Oh, pressure's coming. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. This defense slamming the door on any thought of a comeback, forcing the turnover and sealing the win.
And this really puts that reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation, but now with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Keeps it on the ground. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
And the RPO got it. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired.